So.
You know what I don't understand about these people is they're usually the same ones who are just hardcore supporters of police and military.
Yeah, and that's the thing. They're supporting like the suppressive arm of the government that they fear the most. Generally, is what it is, and that's what I find ironic about the whole thing. You know,
they swear.
Yeah,
hey, give me my change, Mario.
We're waiting for you to get back.
Mario had to borrow $1 to get coffee.
Whoa.
Yeah, it wasn't the first thing I wanted. I wanted you to be here when I said it.
Yep, I borrowed $1 to get some coffee, and now, white man, you're not getting it back. Just spent your $1. So anyway,
is this how it works?
Yep.
I wasn't even expecting it back.
How long before
you jerk?
Right.
All right, I got a stopwatch going. How long is it going to be before he mentions 400 years? I don't know. Someone's cooking in the back.
Like, it's so many. I wish y'all could be here so y'all could
Smell-o-vision.
Right, man. It's like this cornucopia of stink.
It's cooking, man.
I don't know what it is, but it's not delicious smelling.
Well,
I wouldn't eat whatever they cook.
Well, they're not going to give it to you now. You're just mad because they weren't going to share in the first place. They probably would have shared if you'd have been nice.
It was garlicky. It was awesome at first. It was all garlicky, and I was delighted by that.
That's what it was, garlic.
Yeah, but now it's just like smell like burnt.
Now you're just being don't be hating on people's food, man.
I don't even think that's food at this point. I think they cooking people back there. It's Jeffrey Dahmer.
Jeffrey Dahmer time. Do we have a Dahmer clip at all?
We do not have a Dahmer clip. I don't know what is there really? I guess there's footage of him talking, but
no, there's interviews. Yeah, he did.
I want a clip of the guy that like killed him. Remember that?
I don't even. But he's still alive.
He's still alive,
and he's in the penitentiary. And I think they sent him out of state. I think they said he might have stayed because the whole reason he killed dude was for the prestige of being the guy that killed Dahmer.
Right. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I would like to point out a few things here. Jeffrey Dahmer is not native to Wisconsin; he's native to Ohio.
Yeah. Indeed.
Secondly, his
Southwest Ohio, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Secondly, his he's from Bath, Ohio. What the hell kind of name of town is Bath?
Hey,
Ohio is
here's the ironic thing about that.
I know a guy who had a wife from Bath.
Well, here's the thing about
I know a guy whose wife needed to take a bath.
Well, that's just it. It's Southwest Ohio. Most of these people have never seen a bath in the since the Carter administration. Yes, I went there.
Buckeyed.
So we do have listeners that stay in Southwest Ohio. And Nick said that.
Yeah, that was Nick. Everybody.
I'm just.
Send your letters to Nick.
I'm just
care of Nick.
I've never been there before. I'm just being a jerk. Okay, it's kind of my thing now.
Saying a lot of.
I realize.
I'm angry. I'm angry about
angry Irish drunk with it.
I'm angry about Southwest Ohio.
You never did anything to be Southwest Ohio, but I hate you.
Oh, good Lord. These mics are hot.
He had been preparing his hatred clips. Like you quoted the comedian guy earlier. He's been doing that.
Yeah, he's just.
I've been watching a lot of Carlin and Bill Hicks and Joe Rogan and Louis C.K. and all these.
Is Joe Rogan funny to you?
He's bald now. Now that he's bald, it's funny to me. He shaved his head so he could look more like a UFC fighter. It's like all that guy does is take DMT and watch UFC.
Right.
His whole life is spent like with initials.
I like him as a commentator on UFC. I think he's the best color commentator on UFC, unless if there is anyone else. But like. His comedy is
I like his podcast better than like his comedy. But his comedy is
don't talk about podcasts on podcasts.
I'm talking about somebody else's podcast, not ours.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine.
I just want to see if you're mad about something again. I'm mad about these things. These things make me angry.
I'm furious. Bang, bang, bang.
What's the point of me being on the radio if I can't get some of this stuff off my chest? That's what I'm not getting paid for. This is what I'm in this for. Come on now.
Now he's gonna vent about not getting paid. I'm angry.
He's getting angry about being angry.
I'm angry about being.
I just played Tammy Baldwin and you didn't have that up, you asshole.
Hey, Dan can't say the A word.
I can't?
No, say the azole.
And I can't.
You know when we get this,
I can't even swear on here. I mean, come on.
When they get the nonprofit and we get on terrestrial radio, clearly you're going to get us put off the air. Clearly.
This is the one thing. Like, we're trying to put a demo kit together here so we can get real jobs.
I've been pretty good at this, okay?
You've been the last couple weeks. You haven't been even close to cursing.
Exactly.
So
Thank you.
That.
I appreciate that.
I'm not boo-booing on you like that.
What we should do is spend an episode talking about alternative words to swearing?
I got a whole pod. No, I got a whole. I can't remember. I had got a whole.
What in the Planned Parenthood is going on in here?
Blog site post about swearing that I was going to bring in and read, but it's really, really extensive, and I have to edit it down.
Why don't you just post it on our Facebook page?
Yeah, I just might.
We could all reference it together, and then maybe the 30 people that look at it will also reference that thing and reference to our next podcast.
No, it's just
he said as he adjusted his glasses.
No, they were talking about different reasons and the roots of swearing and where it all comes from. Like G's is a swear word. It's an alternative swear. It's supposed to be Jesus. Instead of saying Jesus, you say G's.
What G's?
Oh, G's.
Oh, that's a swear.
Yeah.
Watch your mouth. Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez.
And then there was but like it had a whole bunch of little cool stuff about swearing. That was my initial thing. But I got so angry today. I was furious today. Because there's a ethnic grocer in my neighborhood.
By ethnic, what do you mean exactly?
Right. What's ethnic?
I want to know.
There used to be a Puerto Rican grocery store.
Okay, I do. Actually, I do remember that.
Right.
Yeah.
And the woman sold the grocery store to some Sikhs and she had okay, so listen.
So ethnic sold to ethnic.
Indeed.
And it's not the same ethnic.
All right.
So they're demolishing the restaurant. They're having counter space built.
Okay.
She had a liquor license, right? But she just sold like a couple pint-sized bottles, a few coolers full of beer.
Is this that place we went to when we watched the Obama? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And so she just sold a couple pints, little half-pint bottles. And she had like maybe 2 coolers full of beer, but it was really a grocery store that just happened to have a little liquor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I didn't mind that because there are 4 liquor stores from North Avenue to Brady. There are 4 liquor stores in the area.
Right.
There's no need. They are refurbishing the store and turning the whole place into a big liquor store.
Oh, it's just going to be straight up liquor store.
Well, no, it's going to have groceries, but they're going to be an accoutrement to the liquor store. Like, they raise the shelves like 4 levels higher.
Eat this before you drink.
Yeah. Like, man, it's ridiculous. I said, eventually it's just going to be Swishers and potato chips again. And I'm like, why? There is no need to put this much liquor in here. There's a liquor store 2 blocks up the street.
Yeah.
Why is it that you come into my neighborhood, you haven't talked to anybody in the neighborhood, you haven't met with anybody, you don't know none of the people in the neighborhood.
They didn't seek anyone out to talk to.
And so...
Sorry. Yes!
That was insanely funny to me, and it shut my brain down. Because I get physically angry when I'm in a store. Like, why are you building a liquor store? Like, the whole reason why that store was even mildly successful, if it was at all successful, was because she sold Mexican grocery items.
Yeah.
Not Mexican, I mean Puerto Rican grocery items that you can't get anywhere else.
Right.
And like some of the stores on the east are.
But it was cool, like, because you got these weird things that you wouldn't normally be able to eat.
Yeah, and that was the whole. That's whole
cool.
Gimmick. And and then they had a little restaurant in there. She did have a bar next door, but it was a theme bar almost. It was a Puerto Rican theme bar. You go in there and listen to the Puerto Rican music.
Sweet.
A few of the
Did
bands.
they play Mi Gente over and over again? I love that song.
And then they would have the the wrestling thing?
Puerto Rican wrestling?
No, the Mexican wrestling.
No, but they have wrestling. They have wrestling in Puerto Rico, and it's way more violent than the Mexico.
Luchadors?
No, they don't do the luchador stuff in Puerto Rico. They do like the whole, we're gonna cut you, and then everyone's gonna cheer wildly over your blood.
No, they killed Bruiser Brody down there.
Yeah, that's where they stabbed Bruiser Brody.
Wow.
And they got away with it.
But so the lucha, so they would have.
That's how hardcore these guys are.
We could talk about Puerto Rican wrestling. Nick and I know something about that.
I have no idea. But so it was a really nice place. I don't know why the woman sold. I didn't talk to her, before she sold because she hasn't been in it. And I was gonna ask her, why are you selling to these people for them to open
a liquor store?
Like, it's a liquor store. There are 4 liquor stores right in the neighborhood in walking distance of this liquor store. I can stand in front of this liquor store and see the next liquor store down the block.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. And why are you selling fifths of liquor in a grocery store? There's no reason. Pick and Save does that. Then there's a Pick and Save right up the block. It's 800 bars over here.
Yeah.
There is no need for a liquor store. So you know, I was going there to get like they made this rice stuff. They had a whole little restaurant in there, and it worked and it went fine. A lot of the people that work for the city would go there as an alternative to going downtown to eat lunch, and it's just ruining my neighborhood, man. And I don't have a problem with liquor stores. I'm just saying, why another liquor store?
Right.
What's the point?
Do they not have good food in Sri Lanka or wherever these dudes are from? They're like, we were going to open up a restaurant, but we figured
our food sucks.
Our food sucks. Maybe none of those Sikhs know how to cook, man. Maybe that's the problem. We should talk to them, man. Why don't you just?
I wanted to research the Sikh religion. Now that they've opened up another spot, because you know they own the 24-hour gas station on the corner is Sikh. The Sikhs own that. So when there was a
they're rich, man.
shooting,
that's how they got all that money down in Oak Creek to open that temple, is because they're so rich. They can all drive there in their big cars and stuff, you know.
And so the Sikhs shut down the whole. I don't understand how they can shut down the whole of the East Side and nobody notices that this is true. Like when they had the Sikh temple funeral for 2 hours, they shut down all their businesses, and you had to drive 8 blocks to go to a gas station in my neighborhood because they got
tons of money, dude. Yeah. I mean, but that's what happens. I mean, support your Puerto Rican restaurants is what we're basically saying.
And you know, and the Sunshine Foods guys aren't Sikhs, I don't think.
No.
But you know, to be not members of the community that come into the community. See, here's my problem. These guys are going to buy this grocery store.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say that. I don't know. But what has happened previously is they buy the grocery store. They don't live over here. They come to work. They don't clean up in front of the place. They don't care about the neighborhood. Now, what I said about Sunshine Foods is they may have started that way, but as time has progressed, they've become more and more involved in the community, more and more a member of this neighborhood.
Oh, they had to. You're talking about Sunrise. Right?
Sunrise, I'm saying.
No, those guys are good. By and large, they figured some stuff out. They've recently started carrying booze within the past year in large quantities, and it's doing them good business, I think. But they still got food in there. But it's like, I never viewed that place when I lived here as a place to go grocery shopping. It was more like an emergency staple. Like, I ran out of milk. I better run the Sunrise. I don't have any Cheetos. I better run the Sunrise. I don't have any beer. I better run the Sunrise. You know, that sort of thing.
And they got 2 shelves. They're not.
But
they're
that's
not
a corner.
depot.
That's a corner store. You don't. Yeah, they got. You know, they got some shelves of liquor and stuff. But it's not like their main thing. I think. You know, I don't know. I don't know how people like figure out what they want to do for these small businesses. You know, like I really don't know.
If you sell liquor, you know, people gonna come because people like to drink.
Yeah.
And then so you know, but the proximity to the next liquor store is so immediate. You know, it's 12, 18, 50,000 liquor stores in my neighborhood, man, and it's just like I don't see what is the point of all these liquor stores? And then
well, you know what the point of that is.
Keep everybody drunk. But then they have a small parking lot too. Okay?
Oh, so drive to get your booze.
Right, and so drive, you know, and nobody in this neighborhood really drives. So the people that go to the liquor stores, they go because it's around them.
Yeah.
And the woman had liquor in the store because it was a convenience for the Puerto Rican people that was coming to her store. Like, since you were already here buying groceries, grab you a bottle.
Stuff so you
don't like a little bottle.
So you don't have to go hang out in the liquor store.
Right. Yeah. But now you just turn it into a liquor store. So the people that's coming there for their food, I don't even know if they're going to keep having meat.
No, probably not. I mean, I don't think so.
Man.
I mean, if they're having that much booze, I mean, I'm not over there. I don't know.
The whole other half of the store is just. It's what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 coolers full of beer.
Did she move the Puerto Rican woman? Did she move the store? Or did she just sell out and go to another business?
She sold out. She gave up. She gave up.
That's tough.
I think she got broke into again, because the front window glass was broken out.
Oh, that's bullshit.
And I think they had been trying to buy it for a while, and she wouldn't sell. And then when they broke in, they got her again. She was like, I've had enough.
That's bull stuff. I don't like that.
And run people out the neighborhood, man. You know, it was a time. When I was growing up, that you respected your local corner store. You know what I mean? And the people that own the store, you understood that those businesses were, were part of your neighborhood. That it was you identified yourself with those businesses. I stay next to Mr. Simmons's laundromat, or I stay around the corner from Mr. Such and Such's candy store. And people don't identify. And that's another thing I've given the River Westers a lot, is they really identify themselves with this neighborhood. Like I live in River West. I'm a part of this community. It means something to stay over here.
And that's I think it's why I like River West too. It's an actual community. It's what small towns claim they are.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I smell pepper now. It smells good again.
Yeah.
So you complain unjustly. You better go apologize to those people that are cooking back there.
I don't know who's ever.
A lot of us have unjustly complained about a lot of stuff this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But nobody was furious as you were.
No, nobody.
Let me just apologize to our listeners in Southwest Ohio again. I don't hate you guys unless you go to Wright State because you go Panthers.
Whoa. Wright State does suck.
Yes.
Blimey, this is.
I knew a girl that went to Wright State who couldn't read.
You're off the funky chain over there, man.
She couldn't read. She's like, I have to take some remedial courses because I can't read. But I said, well, how did you get into the school? She said, hey, no, they accepted me.
And they call themselves the Raiders.
Right.
Well, how are you going to just jack a name from an NFL team?
But it's a different kind of Raider, though. It's like a gator.
It's a wolf.
Right?
No, the mascot's a wolf, but they call themselves the Raiders. I don't
maybe
get
they
that.
call it. Maybe they spell it Raters.
Raiders?
Raiders?
The Raters.
Raitiers.
We're rating you all.
We are quite better than you,
We're
sir.
credit rating you. We know your score. I don't know. I don't understand.
Oh, yeah, man. So the new pictures came out from the new Doctor Who Christmas special
Oh, gosh.
yesterday.
We got 3 minutes left. You got to spit about this one.
So it's got the Doctor snowman coming to life. So there's a snowman, and he's holding a snow globe, and there's I don't know what it's going to be. I haven't really been paying very close attention because I knew it was going to be a while before the Christmas special, and then I get geeked up, and then I can't wait, and I don't want to get myself all worked up about it before. But the pictures came out, and I was like, oh, I want to see this.
Oh, gosh.
Everybody, both my sons are born in December, so Christmas for me is a big deal.
That's cool.
And I like Christmas like everybody else does. But
I guess I like Christmas.
Whatever.
Christmas is okay with me.
But the one thing I look forward to is the Doctor Who Christmas special. Like, it's going down.
Okay.
It's going down, but yeah. And we're 2 weeks away from the Packer-Bears game. 2 weeks
Get
away.
ready for that.
2 weeks
Hey, I'm looking
away.
forwed this Sunday. I got tickets.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
You're going on
I
the trip.
am
Yep.
jealous. Hello.
Hello.
So
One of these times we're going to a game. I mean, Mario's been there already, so I'm gonna make sure that
high five. Yes, this is good.
because everybody
I feel
from
like that was
Wisconsin.
racially motivated because
Yes.
I want to go to the game, too.
If we get 3 tickets, we'll all go.
Yeah.
But we'll need to find a car because none of us own a
exactly.
car. We're all gonna
Is
jump.
there a bus that goes to Green Bay? I always wonder.
There is a bus. There's
Okay.
4 buses a day that go from the Greyhound station.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
But don't in Manitowoc. I'm gonna say this really quick.
I
but
got
'cause
family
gotta
that's
call
up
it.
there, so we can maybe
Yeah.
crash there.
But no, in Manitowoc, if you take the late bus from Milwaukee
Manitowoc.
up to Green Bay,
Sure.
in Manitowoc,
Yeah.
the local sheriff department goes on to the bus and asks for everybody's ID and calls them in.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, that is.
Is that legal?
I wonder that. I'm actually
Not every
gonna
trip, though, do they?
no every trip I've taken for the last past year or so.
Maybe that's part of that Patriot Act garbage. Yeah.
Maybe, man.
You know, I think
You know,
maybe,
Obama
maybe
is
I
a
need
Bears
to-
fan, so
They pat you down, or
anything
they just grab IDs.
Yeah, they just ask for your ID and just get get in your face and be like, "You have any problems here? Yeah, can I just see your ID?"
is this legal?
Wow.
Yeah, I think I need to email the ACLU, see what they think.
That's a good idea. I'd
Yeah.
like to raise a ruckus about that nonsense.
Yes.
You just want to raise a ruckus.
Get furious.
So yeah, it's about that time.
It's about that time for us to sign off. Now, if you haven't seen It's a Wonderful Life yet, before we go, I just want to say, Merry Christmas, movie house! Merry Christmas, you old building alone! Hey!
A
Mr.
Christmas-
Potter, Merry Christmas!
A Christmas Story was the greatest Christmas movie ever. That's it. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Can you do any of those voices? Because
No.
You shoot your eye out, you'll shoot your eye.
Everybody knows
hey,
that.
play the jingle!
All right.
Play the stupid song!
Touched you on